Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'm starting our walk today at Yonge Street and Broadway Avenue. I'm on the southeast corner, and today I am walking eastbound down Broadway to Mount Pleasant. Broadway now is a one-way. I'm not sure if that's going to be a forever thing or if that's because of all the construction that is going on Broadway Avenue just south of Redpath. There are several new structures being erected, yeah, I think there's one on the north side, there's one on the east side. Whether there's going to be more, or rather north side and west side of Broadway Avenue, which I'll point out to you when we get there. And I know I think Roehampton is, part of it is also one way, but for sure Broadway is one way. And that's kind of a new thing. I think that was incorporated this past summer or spring, and it is busy. The street now is super busy. So I have a lot of sentiment around Broadway Avenue because for those of you who may recall earlier video, I did a Broadway walk. I showed you my old apartment buildings, two of which have come down, and they are erecting, I don't know if it's going to be one or if it's going to be two that are going to be erected. I know there's going to be a green space, but there's a lot of real estate, a lot of land now that's opened for this new development. So I'm going to be curious once it's all finished. So I'm going to be doing a few updates. I'm just going to cross the street. I'm going to be doing a few updates over the next probably couple years during this construction to see how my old neighborhood is going to be looking. Remember that when North Toronto Collegiate Institute, remember the original school, and here this church, it's a Catholic church. It's a Catholic church. I don't think it's occupied anymore, or I don't think worship is occurring here any longer. Sorry about that, folks. I've had to cut out that section of the video because I'm getting a bit of attitude from my gimbal. But what I was saying was, yeah, I think this church, I don't think it's being occupied anymore. I could be wrong. And what I mean occupied, I don't know if there's services still occurring here, but I know it's slated for a new structure. So that's going to happen soon. But they do have some beautiful wildflowers here. Yeah, so that's changing. And yeah, I remember when that was the original structure. It was an older school, and it was just a school with a big field, and it still has a big field, but now they've added condos next to it. And I do remember right beside here there was apartment buildings. It was 4-story, and it faced, at least the west side of the apartment building faced the original field of North Collegiate, the original structure. That changed probably 12 years ago, I think. I think that's about 12 years old, 10 to 12 years old. Yeah, so I remember the apartment building that was here. Now they're building something new. So David and I are heading up to Ottawa Monday afternoon. So I hope to be doing another recording after this one on Monday. And then I'd like to do a reporting in Ottawa. Then we're coming back home. So we're leaving Monday afternoon, coming back home. Should be home Thursday sometime. Yeah, this is my old neighborhood. And there's, you know, I just see a lot more traffic. I remember being able to cross the street without even looking, quite honestly. I mean, we're trained as children, of course, to look both ways, but back when I lived here 30 years ago, yeah, it was quiet. A quiet street with these huge condos here. It's not so quiet anymore. So I'm just wanting to document the changes to probably one of my top 3 favorite streets in Toronto, Broadway Avenue. And we're coming up to Redpath. It's a beautiful afternoon out. I left home and it was 20. I don't know why I didn't put shorts on, because I'm really warm actually. Wearing long pants, and I'm breaking in a new pair of walking shoes. So this corner here, there was an apartment building, and just down, well, just north, looking north on Redpath here, you can see some fencing. There were houses there, but they were like, they had apartments within the houses, I think about 4 apartments. And there was a apartment here. And then I think one here, and then there was a house, like just a house amongst these apartment buildings that was, I think, also had 1 or 2 apartments in it. And then, I like that City Lights on Broadway. Reminds me of the George Benson song, Lights on Broadway. So you can see there's a lot of space here, a lot of land. And I know there's going to be, I think, 1 or 2 structures and a green space, if I'm not mistaken. So that should probably be all done in about 5 years, I would think. And then there was another apartment here. It was 110 Broadway that I lived at as well. And that was, I think, right here. So I lived on 3 different apartment buildings on Broadway Avenue. I liked it so much. I found 3 different places. There was a time between where I was living in Mississauga, and then this is the last apartment building I lived in, period, before I got married. So at 124 Broadway. So I just want to walk down and look at some of the real estate that's going to be occupied by new housing. And my old apartment building, or my old apartment, was just down here, 2nd floor. Or no, it was the main floor, I think. Can't remember now what my apartment number was. So there's a lot of space here. Yeah, and there's a big, I think there's a big, deep dig here. I don't know if they're going to continue to dig deep here. I suspect so. You can see there is a little roadway for the tractor. I suspect they're probably going to dig a little deeper. Could be wrong, but what do I know about construction? Nothing. And right here is my old apartment building. A lot of great memories there. Had a good time on Broadway Avenue. We'll just walk around the back. So when I was coming home late from work, I used to drive. And when I was coming home late from work, I used to park right there where it says no parking, because I was coming home late and I was leaving early in the morning, and it was too creepy actually to park in the underground parking, because back in those days there were no cameras, and like most garages, kind of creepy. So yeah, didn't want to risk anything. Err on the side of caution. Yeah, so this is the last apartment I ever lived in, and then before I got married. Yeah, had a lot of good memories on Broadway Avenue. So I wonder how much longer this place is going to be around for. And the place directly ahead, you can see, it's another low rise. 3 stories. I wonder how long that's going to be around for. It's just a matter of time before these older structures come down. But I do want to keep a video memory of some of my favorite spots in Toronto, because things are changing so quickly and I'm forgetting what used to be in certain spots. And you know, at least for me, when I see the same thing over and over and over, I don't see it anymore, and then when they're gone, I can't remember what once was. So I'm trying to keep a video recording of some of my favorite spots in Toronto. We are at Mount Pleasant Road and Broadway Avenue. So this is as far as I wanted to get to today. I just wanted to do that short walk along Broadway and record that for future viewing. I hope you consider subscribing to my channel and smashing that like box, and I will see you in my next video. This is Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.